Welcome back to the Dry Fire Journal. This is day 239, and this is going to be a little unique in that I'm not going to be showing you anything as much as I want to talk to you today, because I believe that this might help you deal with one of the hardest challenges that we face as we progress in a skill. The hard dynamic that we need to deal with is that we have to measure our progress so that we know if our process is working. However, if all we do is measure and all we do is figure out what our best time can be, what our best score can be on the target, and we don't spend enough time really evaluating our process, what we experienced, what we saw, what we thought about, what our hands were doing, then we're not putting the right amount of work and the right amount of importance on that which will get me better. I do believe that what gets measured gets managed and gets worked on. I wholeheartedly believe that. I also know that my taking stock of what my accuracy was and what my time was doesn't necessarily show me if what I did in the process was repeatable or if it was right. So, let me put it this way. I wrote this earlier this morning in a Facebook comment, and I wanted to capture this on a video because I think it's really important for us to consider. For some people, depending on your personality type or your exposure to how all of this works, you might be keeping a very detailed journal of every round that you fire in terms of your time and your target, but not your process. I think that's kind of like stepping onto a scale to weigh myself after every bite of food that I put in my mouth. I haven't had time to digest the food. I haven't had time to process any of it. I'm not even through tasting it yet. And here I am stepping up on a scale to see how much I weigh. Well, I think in a lot of ways, that's how many people can approach their shooting. And I want you to be almost more on the process side of this than finding out what your progress is. If we focus on our progress, our process doesn't mean as much. And if we focus on our process, our progress will happen naturally. I know this is more thought related and more introspective than an actual physical demonstration or physical work this morning, but it's something I'm really going to be pondering today as I drive for probably about 16 hours, starting in rural Nebraska here. And I really want to think through every single class that I teach and how I can make it even more focused on process instead of measurement and trying to get the right progress. So that's where I'm at this morning. Might not be as meaningful for you as it is for me, but I really hope you give this some thought, and I'll see you tomorrow.